It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, a fan-favorite underdog, undrafted out of Old Dominion in 2015, Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice, they still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Second down and 8. Heineke's going to hold on to it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a third and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fielded just inside the 20. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars. And that's Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Lawrence is throwing into the hands of Pickens. 7 yards there at a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 49 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Even against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. Now down it at the 11-yard line. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. On the draw, it's Pollard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A great stop by DJ Wanham to back the offense up on that play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence. He completes it to Beckham. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Finds Pickens out right. Touchdown! George Pickens. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Heineke to throw it. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Heineke. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
31 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Beckham, 36 yards. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. A 1st down throw for Heineke. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Heineke now from the 50. He's got Lewis. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Heineke now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Heineke again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a 2nd down throw for Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Open nose, Raymond. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by DJ Wanham. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Flush to his right. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Elliott looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Lawrence now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Lawrence, he's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pollard will take it up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Lawrence will throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion, and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far...
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Coming from 40 yards out. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 8.
4th and 1. 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 We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down, Heineke. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Singleton in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Throwing on 2nd and long. Heineke. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the gun, Heineke. And Jones has it over the middle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown 49ers. Zay Jones, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Pollard one more time.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out.
And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Heineke to throw it.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
One last shot now for Heineke.
And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Steelers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0.